Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a great holiday spent with family and friends. Today is November 29th. It is Wednesday. My husband did get paid, and this is also a bonus check for the month of November. My husband did get paid 3 times, so this check is a bonus check for him. Also, I do want to say thank you so much for all of the positivity in my last video. There was great questions being asked, great conversations in the comments, and that was just very heartwarming to see. I do appreciate all the feedback and any questions that are asked. I'm here to help in any way that I possibly can. So the more questions asked, the better. So I just want to say thank you so much for all of the love in the last video. In this video, I will be reviewing this paycheck as well as the entire month of November to see exactly what happened throughout the month. So first and foremost, this week we did have rollover of $647 with my husband's paycheck. That brought us to $22.47. All of our bills are paid for the month of November. Oops, sorry. And my husband did get his variable spending of $14.58. Since all of the bills have been paid and this is just an extra paycheck, he is getting this amount. The reason why he is not getting the entire $1,600 is because we did have a credit card bill that was due in the beginning of the month. So that did take away from what he was scheduled to have. And then over here, we are using some of these funds to pay the remaining of our mortgage. We have $1,000 in our savings account now, and then $580 was transferred today, so that payment will stay there until the mortgage is paid on the 1st. And originally we did not have anything to save for emergency. However, because we did have more income this month, we were able to save $150 to our emergency fund. So looking down at our summary, our total income minus our bills, minus our expenses, minus our savings, we did have $59 left over. And that $59 is going to be applied to an extra debt payment. So that's all that we have going on today. There's no cash stuffing or anything because it is my husband's paycheck, and like I mentioned before, he does not do any cash stuffing. So this is where we are ending the month of November. If we look back at our monthly budget, before the month begins, I create a budget in this budget column. That gives me kind of an estimate of what I'm expecting to happen in the month. And then as the month progresses, if things change, I fill in the actual column to see exactly where the money went or what we did. So in November, we had a pretty good month. I was anticipating an income of $8,899. We actually brought in $11,503. My husband was paid twice. We receive a payment. I got my paychecks plus the bonus that I received, and then $500 that came from our state for our dependents, which are 2 kids. Down here are all of the bills that were paid. I was anticipating on paying $2,805. I actually paid $2,953. Our expenses, our budget for groceries was $400. I'll kind of go over these ones here because I'm putting in the actual column that we did use all of those funds. However, I will show you here in a second what I'm doing with the remainder of those funds. And then for my spending money, I gave myself $900 instead of $800. And then my husband normally gets $800 a month. He is getting $22.58 since he did get an extra paycheck. We did have another expense of $130, and then I went to Las Vegas and had to pay $395. So our variable expenses were estimated at $2,550, and we actually ended up paying $4,633. Looking at our savings, we saved for our mortgage. We weren't anticipating anything for an emergency fund, but we actually saved $150. Christmas was $400. And then life insurance, pest control, Costco, cart maintenance were all saved for. And then since I did have a bonus, I was able to put $1,622 to my savings account for a total savings of $3,858 compared to $2,086. So we're looking here at our summary, our income minus our bills, minus our expenses, minus our savings. We do have that $59 left over, which is the same $59 from our paycheck planners. So everything was tracked as far as spending is concerned, and everything balanced out between the paycheck planner and the monthly budget. So everything is in line. And the original budget numbers, it was $1,458 that was remaining over, but I just ended up obviously giving that to my husband, so that's why that budget is there. But yeah, that was our total month for November. Another month in the green. Remember, everything that we bring in minus our bills, minus our expenses, minus our savings must equal zero or very close to it. So very grateful for the month of November. A lot of great things that happened there. So I am actually going to move my iPad over to the side so that I can bring out one of my binders. So in this binder, this is where I have my family budgets, which are the groceries, household, and gas. So as I put in my monthly budget binder, or my monthly budget planner, oh my god, I'm sorry. I did say that we did use the total amount, but I'm actually going to do something different with the difference. So in groceries, for the month of November, we have 100, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37. We have $137. The total budget in November was $500. 100 from the rollover from October, and then 400 that we added here. After all of our grocery trips, we did end up with $137. I'm going to leave $100 in here, and then I'm going to take out the $37. So I'm going to move this. I'm going to put this back in here, and $100 is going to be rolled over to December. In household, we did have a budget of $100, and then after buying things that we needed for the house, we do have $22 left over. Again, I'm taking this money out and putting it to the side, and then I'll just put my tracker back in here. We're not going to roll over anything else to the month of December. And then in gas, we actually have quite a bit of money left. The budget was a total of $450, and we do have $111 left. So I'm taking all of this money out and I'm putting it to the side, and then I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do with these funds. So nothing is going to roll over to December in transportation. Nothing's going to roll over in household, but we are going to roll over $100 in groceries to the month of December. And then when we do get paid, or when we start December, I will restuff those binders to begin the new month. So with these funds, what I'm going to do, let me get all of it situated here. 5. So this money is 100, 20, 40, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I don't know how to count. Let me do that again. 100, 20, 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I have $170 left over by not spending the entire budget in those 3 categories that my family budgets for. So with this 170, I'm actually going to bring out this binder. And this is for my sinking funds and irregular payments. I have a new envelope, and it's this one here. It's a $500 savings challenge. And I have in this new envelope because my husband and I accepted an invitation to be in a wedding in May, and we committed to gifting the bride and groom $500 as part of our gift to them. So what I'm going to be doing is, with any extra money that we have in our family binders, I'm going to be setting that aside to put into this savings challenge. And I'm hoping that I can have this challenge done at least by March, so that I can have the payment to them by April, because the wedding is in May. So it gives them a month to pay whatever it is that they're going to use the money for. So one of the ways that I'm trying to save the $500 is by being more mindful of our spending and trying to save as much money as possible in those categories. If I don't have enough money by March, then my husband and I obviously will try and think of ways to get the total $500. But I do have $170 already, so technically I only need $330 more to go, which I think we can do. So with this, I'm just gonna highlight. I'm gonna try and do the bigger numbers first. So this one's 55. I like the worst color. And then let's see, here's a 35. I'm just gonna try and do all the big numbers, so it makes me feel like it's gonna be easier to save for if I just save the smaller ones. And then there's a 30. Let's do this one. And then another 30. And then a 20. All right, so it's a good start to this challenge, and by the time I have all of these little boxes filled, I will have $500 to give to the new bride and groom to be. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in this envelope, and hoping to have this challenge done by March. But we are off to a great start. That is pretty much all that I have for today's video. December is on Friday, so just a couple more days and we will start all over. I mean, I guess I can show you guys my budget for December. I already have it made. So in December, it's a regular month for my family, so $72.99 is expected to come in. All of our bills are due here. I do have an increase on our loan payment. We're going to be contributing $650 instead of $500 to try and get that paid off. In my variable expenses, I am decreasing my gas to $400. Thank you, God, the gas prices are going down. Just a couple of months ago, my gas budget was $500 a month, and there were a couple months where I went over. So I feel a lot better knowing that we are spending a lot less money in gas now. And then our savings are good to go. We are back on track to save $400 for emergency now that we have our Christmas fund fully funded. And I'm almost done with Christmas shopping, so hopefully I'm within budget. I just have a couple of more gifts to go. But I am almost done, and I'm so thrilled because I'm always last minute. And then down here in my summary, my income minus my bills, minus my expenses, minus our savings, we will have a rollover of 120, and that is just a buffer that I'm putting in the budget just in case some things are up, some things are down. It is a busy month, so just in case we need a little bit of buffer, we have $120 of wiggle room. So now I think that's the end of this video. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. Please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think about these videos. I really enjoyed the conversations from last week's video. So yeah, I think that's all that I have today, guys. So have a great night and have a great weekend. Bye.